Hi, I'm Mia Barron of Virginia Track and Field, and I'm here today interviewing a fellow teammate, Henry Wynne. Henry, you are coming off of 2 wins and a second-place finish at the Indoor ACC Championships. You took first place in the mile, first place in the distance medley relay with an ACC meet record performance, and second place in the 3K. So tell us about that. How did you feel going into the meet? What's your training been like this season? Just kind of how'd you prepare?
It's been going real well. I mean, obviously, very happy with that performance. Training all season long has been great with the whole team. We put in a lot of work this indoor season, but indoor is more of a stepping stone for outdoors. So we're just glad we have everybody healthy. Getting in a lot of work and performing well at ACCs is a good stepping stone, for NCAAs, and then of course for outdoors, the real big season that everybody's very competitive in. Obviously, winning ACCs was an incredible experience. It's the first time I've ever done it solo, and that was kind of the goal all season for that Coach Watson had laid out for me. Try to go out there and win the mile, and to win the DMR with a pretty awesome anchor leg. I mean, second time back to back with a big anchor leg. Racing Justin Knight from Syracuse. He's a great competitor, so that was a great experience with the whole team there cheering us on, and then coming back for the 3K. Just did what I could, and it turned out it worked out pretty well. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'm happy with that performance as well.
Awesome. Yeah, you definitely didn't look tired in that 3K, that's for sure. So coming off of now last season being an All-American at Indoor Nationals with your 6th place finish in the DMR, and then now being a multiple-time ACC champion, what's your confidence level like going into Indoor Nationals this week, and what are your expectations for the meet?
Yeah, the confidence is very high. I'm really looking forward to it. I got into the mile. A lot of guys scratched, so I think that's a pretty wide open event right now. There's some great competitors from all over the country, obviously, still in that event, but a lot of the top guys coming into the meet are choosing to do the 3K. So being able to compete in that against guys that I've raced before, and some other guys who aren't too far off my own PR. I'm very excited to see what I can do in that event, and then. Not sure what's happening with the DMR. Coaches and I are still planning that out. But if I get into that, that'll be an exciting event as well. And, hopefully help the guys get All-American again. I think they could probably do it without me, but it would be nice to be on that relay with those fellas as well.
Awesome. So speaking of, talking about who's going to be running in the DMR, you guys have a really deep men's distance team. What's it like training with such a great group of individuals, and what difference do you think that has made between your first couple of years and now this year? Obviously, your performance level has increased greatly, so how much of a role do your fellow teammates have in that?
The team is, it's what it's all about, being able to compete with those guys and train with those guys, and we have a very competitive environment at practice, and we're not trying to beat each other, but we're trying to help each other get better. So especially Mike Marcel and myself, we train for the 1500 and the mile together. Unfortunately, he was sick this season, but he's coming back off of that, and I know he's going to be a great asset to have, because you see him, if one of the other guys is doing well in an interval, you're not going to let them get away from you. You're going to say, all right, I'm going to stick with this guy because I know I can beat them. And so that just everybody has that same type of mindset, and I think it makes the whole team better. Even, there's guys who might not have as good of PRs, or, we're all different talent levels, but in practice we all, we're not afraid of anybody, and we'll go after each other no matter, if it's a first year or a fourth year.
Yeah, you guys have some great camaraderie between each other, so that's obviously great to see on a team, and definitely inspires the women's team too. I know, we definitely look up to the distance side of the team because you guys have been really strong the last couple of years, and hopefully we can put all the events together. So, obviously the outdoor season is kind of the most important, and what are your goals for that? Are you trying to repeat as an ACC champ, I'm sure, and what are your goals for hopefully outdoor NCAAs?
Yeah, I'm really excited for outdoors. Obviously still have NCAAs and indoors to go, so I haven't made too many goals yet, but in the back of your mind, you always know what you want to do. And obviously, I'm a little hungry after this ACC, so I want to go out there and compete my hardest and hopefully repeat as, outdoors I'll be 1500 champion. Yeah. Go for that and see how many events I can do. The scheduling's a little different, but, try to compete in multiple events and outdoors, and then, obviously set some big PRs, make it out to Eugene, Oregon for NCAAs, and this is an Olympic year, so I'm trying to qualify for the Olympic trials. And that's a fast qualifying time, but I think in the right race, right race situation, I think I could hit that 1500 mark, which would be pretty exciting.
That would be really exciting, yeah. So what? The last kind of fun question is, what is your favorite place to run in Charlottesville? You guys run all over the town. Do you have a favorite course that you run, favorite area? Where do you like to go?
Favorite place in terms of scenery would have to give it to Panorama Farms. Not quite in Charlottesville, but you got to give a nod to Mr. Murray for the great job he does out there in maintaining the course. Pretty hilly, so I don't like to run out there too often, but it's a great place to compete, and obviously a beautiful area. And in terms of training runs, I like Riverview because Coach Watson always sends us out there for our easier runs, and it's pretty flat, so I can't complain about that.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here with me today, and I'm Mia Barron of Virginia Track and Field. Thanks for watching.